Hey, it's Viviana and welcome back to my darkroom. If this is your first time here, I'm a film photographer and I just absolutely love sharing the behind the scenes of creating photographs this unique and slightly magical way that I completely love. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for joining me once again. I'm super excited for this next video. It's slightly different and I do feel slightly silly about it because it's tackling my New Year's darkroom resolutions. Now, I say silly because I've never participated in New Year resolutions because I don't know. Somehow I feel like I don't really need a date to commit, or like, I don't know. I feel like every day I'm trying to change and better myself because I know certain things that I want to, adjust in my life. The things I want to really address, it's been things that I have just been ignoring for years, and it's been weighing on me, and it has to do with the darkroom. There's so much I feel like that pours into creating art, and there's things we can easily miss. So the things on my list, they're not drastic, they're not like the biggest deal. So I don't know why I've been just ignoring it. So, like I said, in this video, I want to tackle the list. I have just a couple of things, and let's see what we have. Putting the dates on my chemistry bottles. You can see here, it does not have a date. This is my working paper fixer, and this is why I would forget. I am very, very careful with always washing and keeping a clean space. So once I mix and make new chemistry, or I am finished with the chemistry and I pour it back in the bottle from the trays or whatever use, I rinse the bottle with water, right, to just keep it clean. And my intention is once it dries and I'm cleaning my darkroom and doing all the other things I have to do when finishing working in the darkroom, I will write down the date. Now I have the tape, I have different types of tape in here, I have the pens, I have everything I need, so there's no excuse. But I always forget. I'm ready to leave. Once the space is clean and I'm done filming, I leave and I don't do it. And at times I do remember to write myself a note and put the date down, and I will tape it and put it on my sink, just in case the bottles are still wet. So I do it when I come back in, and I don't. I literally push the note away and don't do it. But I don't want to do that anymore. It's and it's time now. I need to do it. And that helps with making sure that I am working with the best materials. I need to register everything that I'm doing in here, and it's very, very important. It will benefit my final product, my silver gelatin print. So very important. I need to do that. Make more prints. I will read to you just as I wrote it. It says, stop being so afraid of wasting paper. As if I won't get more. Start believing paper won't be limited. At least make 3 to 5 prints, perfect prints, not just one anymore. And I write as if because I do, and I've told you before, I treat my photo paper, it's sacred to me, and it's so terribly expensive. And I find that to be so unfair because I would work in here triple the amount I work in here. And that sucks, but I need to believe that I will get more paper. And I know I will get more paper. I know I will make it work because this is what I do. I'm a photographer. I create photographs. I want to create photographs. I need to create photographs. I will get more paper, and I need to believe it because lately, especially lately, I have been super, super frugal with the photo paper, and I use fiber base. I love 11 by 14 paper. If I have 16 by 20, oh my goodness, that is, I don't even know if there's a word to describe it, but I love it so much. So the other day, I was, like I mentioned before, I had that sale going on in my shop, and I was doing inventory of all my prints, and I have one collection that I worked on for a couple of years it's waiting to be shown at a gallery. For years, I've been working on that, and that's a project itself. So I have that, and then I have my prints that I sell online, and I know I have other prints that I don't know what I'm doing with, but I created and I love them, but they don't really have a destination. But I was just trying to think of what I had, and I was going through all my work, and I realized that I didn't really have that many photographs, like completed, perfect silver gelatin prints from these last couple of years since I've been in my home darkroom in Mexico. And that was interesting because back when I was working in the Sand City darkroom in California, the one I was renting out, I had so much. I had boxes and boxes of prints, and they weren't all great, but there were a good amount, and I was able to look through many prints. And I know things were slightly different back then. I was waitressing, I worked a lot, and I knew I had the money to buy more materials if needed. Not saying that it didn't, I bought paper like nothing. It's always been expensive, and it's always weighed on me. I will never not make it work. I will get paper. I need to believe that I will buy more paper, that I will get more paper, because I need to. I'm here, and this is something that I dreamt of for so many years. Literally, like when I would be waitressing, cleaning tables, or like just cleaning, and when I had downtime to actually think and not taking orders and like stressing about, if you've waitressed, you know. But like if I actually had time to think myself, like my own thoughts, that was like my break. That would be like cleaning tables and stuff. I would be dreaming of this. So after so many years, I will make it work. I will. So I can't think of it anymore like I will never get paper. And that has definitely reflected, because looking back, I don't think I have that many photographs. For example, I still have my silver gelatin prints here drying from the drying rack from my last video that I made, the self-portraits, 16 by 20, and, let's look through them. When I'm making prints, I always more or less make about 4, 5 on a good day, but they're not all great, and I know they're not all gonna be great because there's always changes that I'm doing. So each print is slightly different from the contrast or the time, anything, or I changed the chemistry because I noticed that I was working with expired chemistry and it was reflecting on my work. I then realized I only have one decent photo. I don't want that anymore. I want to have at least 3 to 5 beautiful prints. So let me just share with you the example of what I mean, because I can show that right now. So here's one of the silver gelatin prints, the self-portraits I made. Too dark. I would not sell that or put it on a wall to showcase. No, it's too dark. I still think it's beautiful, the tonality, but I don't feel comfortable. No. This one has some stains right here. I don't think you'll be able to notice, but there's some stains right here, and that is from not properly washing my print with water and then exposing to light. This is still chemistry that was on the paper exposed to light because I didn't water rinse it enough. And that's just me being too excited and wanting to see immediately what it looked like. So that has stains, and most likely that I'm gonna put up on my wall on the reject prints. But I don't have the heart to throw them away. This one looks beautiful. I love this one. This one looks really, really nice. No stains, looks good. And this one's even better. This one's even better. I believe I dodged my face, and I was really worried that I over dodged it and it would be too light, but I like it. I like it a lot. This one looks really good. There are some things that I need to spot by hand to retouch. But these two look really good, although this one, looking at it better, has, I don't think it's a fingerprint, but it looks slightly weird. Overall, I only have this one. I should have made more. But I always think, like, if I truly love it, I can come back and make it again. But why? Why? I should just do it when I'm in the darkroom. This looks really great. I was trying to make the background completely black. I took this outside in my backyard. I put a black fabric on the wall. And if you want to see how I created this and all of the process, check the videos below. I did share the process, but I was trying to burn everything to make it completely black. I was not able to achieve that, and it was really difficult here. And then on this corner, you can see part of the wall that was not covered by the black fabric. Normally, that right there already would make me not work on the print and just give up on it. But it doesn't bother me. I actually like it. It does look like it's staged. It is staged. And I'm okay with that. So I don't mind that. I'm not going to fix it. And this right here, that's okay. It doesn't bother me. I wonder what you think. Let me know what you think. But I love it. I love it. I love it all. And it's a shame. I should have made more prints. For now, I only have this one. I need to create more photographs. So you've seen these before. These are the binders I save and store all of my negatives in. These are archival binders. The ones behind me, those are from like my first couple of years in college, and I have dreadful negatives in there, and I have a lot of my college notes. But all of the negatives that I cherish and want to keep perfect, they're in here. I should do the same for the bad negatives from college, but I'll do that later on. I will. But this is where I store all of my negatives, and I have so many. I hate scanning my negatives, and I don't think it's the way I scan them. I just hate sitting at the computer. I hate it so much. I dislike it, everything about it. So how I scan my negatives, what I do is I believe it's the Epson V600, something like that. I'll attach the photo here. And I use this scanner. I've been using it for years. And it's actually the only way I've scanned my negatives. And I just hate it. It's tedious and it takes forever. And then to edit and fix the photo on Photoshop, like the spotting, you know, the contrast, all that stuff. I hate it, but I need to start doing it. I need to keep a better registration on my work, and I want to make another zine. If you haven't had a chance, do check out my shops. I have my Etsy shop and I have my website shop. I might just have my website shop and not use Etsy anymore. Not sure, I'm still thinking about it, but I have 2 zines there that I've made in the past couple years, and I love it because it's a way that I get to share my art at a much reasonable price than selling a silver gelatin print. And even though it's a hassle to make, I can't tell you how excited I am to make another zine. And to do that, I need to rescan my negatives. I need to. And that is something I will do. I had a couple people request a zine of just self-portraits, and I think that's a cool idea. I think I'm gonna do that. I've taken self-portraits since 2012, and I would love to share that. And I think this time around though, and what inspired me was, if you haven't had a chance, I do recommend to check out Sally Mann's new memoir. This is her, I believe it's second one that she's written. I read her first one years ago when I was still a student, and I think I'm gonna reread that one. There's some things in there that I still have it in my mind, but a lot I already forgot. But this book, I'm reading it really slowly too. Normally when I read, and I don't like reading more than one book at the same time, but I normally read books really quick, but this one I really want to take my time and really enjoy, so I'm just reading a couple of chapters at a time. And this book is so cool because she's attached photographs and notes and writing, you know, just there's so much and it's very personal and I love that. So I kind of want to do the same, or, you know, bring that side of my art and myself in my zine. So I want to share my contact sheets, test strips, you know, all that good stuff, and just little notes, because when I'm working in the darkroom, and I'll show you, when I'm working in the darkroom, I started this like maybe 4 years ago. I always write notes on it. For example, you know, what materials I'm using, what chemistry, what the film was, what the paper was, the enlarger, what else? Oh, what the aperture from the enlarger was, the contrast, what contrast, how much time, all that stuff I write down. And then obviously my dodging and burning. I write the dodging and burning notes on here. I know other photographers, and I've noticed this in my photo books, what they do is on the paper itself, like a bad print, for example, this is where I have all my bad prints, but for example, they would circle and write their notes on the photograph itself, and I always thought that looked so cool but confusing too. So I don't necessarily do that. I just write it down in my notes. So why did I say all of this? Sally Mann, zine, scan. Yes, I need to scan my negatives. So that is on my list. I hope I listen to myself. Okay. I don't want to make this video too long. So what else is on my note? Okay. So the last thing on my notes, it's so silly. Let me read it to you. Snacks, water, tea, exclamation mark. 6 hours work sessions need a break. Why am I still enforcing waitressing restrictions into my art studio? I can take a break. So again, with waitressing, I did it for so many years. I worked in hospitality for like a little bit more than 10 years. And certain things I've just not been able to just shake off, and that is taking breaks. Actually taking the time to drink some water. If you've waitressed before, you know that it's really hard. You can't use a restroom. You can't take a break to use a restroom. You can't go eat a snack. You can't eat a meal. You can't sometimes even drink water. You'll go through hours without it. So I don't know why I'm still carrying that habit here in my darkroom. I can take a break. Why? Well, I would enjoy the process more. I wouldn't be in such a rush to leave, to eat. I can, literally my art studio is attached to my house. My kitchen is literally 5 feet away. It's on the opposite side of this wall, behind you. So it's weird that I feel like I don't deserve it or that it's not important. It is important. And I believe it would have a big impact on the way I'm working and the concentration and the energy and the love I'm devoting to what I'm creating. I'm gonna make a big change on that. So I think those are all the key points. Let me make sure. So we had make enough and fresh chemistry, make more prints, scan the negatives, write the dates on chemistry, and snacks, water, tea, exclamation mark. So those are 5 things, and it's not many, and it's not too much to ask of myself, so I will make it happen. And you know what? I might even write it down somewhere and put it on the wall, maybe behind the enlarger, so it's not like too obvious, but it's there, you know? Yeah, so that's my New Year's resolution. Let me know if you have any. It would be great to know what you're doing, what as an artist, if you have key points, if you also wrote stuff down, let me know. We are at the end of the video. Thank you so much for being here with me. I know it's not my regular type of video content, but thank you for being here with me, for watching, for participating, and I hope it was useful, interesting in some way, and thank you for being here with me in this video and in all the previous videos, for commenting, for liking, for encouraging me, and also for helping me. I know for a long time, the biggest thing that held me back from being in YouTube and sharing my art was my knowledge of it and feeling that it wasn't there at all, not like enough to share. And there's other people that know much more than I do, and I was really afraid that they would point it out and be a certain way about it. And I'm grateful I did it, because yes, I've had people comment and tell me, and sometimes they're not the nicest, but that's still knowledge, and I'm grateful for it. And thank you, because I'm always learning and I'm always growing, and down the line, I hope there's less and less mistakes, and I feel like it has been. But I thank you, those that have corrected me and helped, and I do really value it. And I can't believe I was so afraid once from that. So I'm definitely ending the video now. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys once again, creating photographs and just doing what we love, what we share in common, which is this beautiful art of film photography. And I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much, and until next time, bye.